Today we will listen to the 10th story of Vikram Betaal titled, Who Has Sacrificed the Most? So, let's start. King Vikram would try again and again to catch Betaal and take him to the yogi. But every time Betaal would tell a new story and return to the tree after getting the correct answer. This time too, the king carried Betaal on his shoulders and set out. On the way Betaal started telling another story. Long time ago, a king named Veerabahu ruled in the capital named Anpur. A rich businessman named Arthadatta also lived in the same capital. Arthadatta had a very beautiful and virtuous daughter, whose name was Madanazena. Madanazena often used to go for a walk in the garden. One day, a young man named Dharampal saw her in the garden and was attracted to her at first sight. He was always immersed in the thoughts of Madanazena and dreamed of getting her. One day, Dharampal gathered his courage and went to Madanazena in the garden. He said, "My name is Dharmapala, and I have fallen in love with your beauty. Please marry me." Madanazena replied to her calmly, "Forgive me, but I am already someone else's confidant. My marriage has been fixed to a man named Samudradatta." Hearing this, Dharampal became disappointed. In anger and sadness he said, "If you are not mine, I will kill myself." Madanazena got scared after hearing this. She promised Dharampal that she would come to meet him exactly 5 days later. Hearing this, Dharampal calmed down a bit. On the 5th day, Madanazena got married to Samudradatta. After the marriage she reached her husband's house. But he remembered the promise he had made to Dharampal. She said to her husband, "I have something important to tell you. I have promised someone that I will meet him today. Please let me go." Samudradatta was saddened to hear this. He thought, "What does a woman who wants to go to someone else on the first day of marriage have to do with me? Even if I stop her, she will go away. It would be better to let her go." Samudradatta allowed him to go. After taking permission from her husband, Madanazena left to meet Dharampal. On the way, a thief pulled his palu and stopped him. The thief said, "Where are you going?" Madanazena fearfully replied, "I am going to meet a young man to whom I had made a promise. Please let me go. You take my jewels." The thief said, "I don't want your jewelry, I want you." Madanazena said, "First I will go to meet that person. After that I will come back to you." The thief asked, "Has your husband given you permission?" "Yes, my husband has given me permission," Madanazena said. Hearing this, the thief thought, "What is the use of stopping a woman who is going with her husband's permission? Go, but come back straight to me." Madanazena reached Dharampal's house. Dharampal was shocked to see her in a wedding dress. She asked, "You have come wearing a wedding dress to marry me?" Madanazena told him that he was married. Hearing this, Dharampal said, "How did you escape from your husband and come here?" Madanazena told him the whole thing. Hearing this, Dharmapala said, "Your husband showed so much faith in you and allowed you to come here. Now you are someone else's trust. I love you, but I cannot touch someone else's wife. Before, if anyone sees us, you immediately return to your husband." Seeing Dharampala's sacrifice, both the hidden thief and Samudradatta heard everything. When Madanazena came out of Dharmapala's house, she came across the thief. The thief looked at her and thought, "This woman is so pure and true. It would be a sin to even touch her." The thief said, "Go back to your husband. It would be wrong to do anything with a woman like you." After this, the thief dropped him safely to his home. After narrating so much story, Betaal asked King Vikram, "Now you tell me, who among these three made the greatest sacrifice, Samudradatta, Dharmapala, or the thief? So friends, tell me, what would King Vikram have replied, who sacrifices the greatest?" "So listen," King Vikram replied, "the greatest sacrifice was made by the thief." Betaal asked, "Why so?" Vikram replied, "Samudradatta allowed his wife to go, but his action was motivated by his anger and despair. Dharmapala made the sacrifice, but he knew that if he did anything wrong, he would face the consequences of society and the law. Will have to face. A thief has always been a sinner. He had no fear of anyone. He could have easily snatched away the woman laden with jewels, but he not only let her go, but also escorted her home safely. That is why the thief's sacrifice is the greatest. Hearing King Vikramaditya's answer, Betaal said, "You gave the right answer, but you broke your promise by speaking. Now I will fly again and hang myself on the tree." Saying this, Betaal flew away again. This story teaches us that true sacrifice is that which is done without any selfishness and fear. Character and confidence always show us the right path in any crisis. So friends, if you liked our story, then give your review on Play Store. Thanks for listening.